And that's a regret that I have in the Big Brother house. So coming out, I had to really kind of find my way, like I said before. And the biggest thing is that I don't want to be my brand all the time now. I love my brand. I want to nourish my brand and grow my brand, but I don't want to be it. I want to be myself, which the brand is part of me, but not entirely who I am. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm excited about it. And I hope that, it yields some positive results.
Someone told you to sit up straight.
That must be Kevin. Kevin's always
get that
sit up
posture
straight.
right.
Sit up straight, shoulders back.
There you go. Now you're sitting up good. All right, let's see. What else we got here?
So I guess we can go into some of the trifecta questions. One, I know that people were asking about why was I a bully, or if I thought there was bullying happening in the house. For that question, I want to emphasize that Big Brother is a social game, and it is very different than what people think. You have no pen and paper. You have no communication to the outside world whatsoever. You have no news. You have no contact with your family or friends, and you are literally isolated in a house with 15 other people for 3 months. It does something to your psyche. And when you play a game that you're trying to find deception and manipulation and cheating, all of these things, you become constantly paranoid. And you question everything. In Big Brother, you have to question everything that every person says, or else you're just naive. And I don't think that there was bullying inside the house that I'm aware of. I think that it could have been perceived a little bit as bullying when you have one person that has lied to the entire house on multiple different occasions, be confronted about those lies, and they not be willing to participate in an answer or a conversation or a solution. And the whole house has been betrayed by this person. So I think that there's some unique situations that appeared to be bullying, but was really, in a strange, unique way, Big Brother strategy. And for myself, I know that I said a lot of weird things and probably offended a couple people or a lot of people. But with that in mind, I was playing a Big Brother game. I also am a competitor. I have a competitor spirit. I need to work out. I need to have a creative outlet for my creativity. And when I broke my foot, couldn't work out the way that I wanted to, I'm playing a Big Brother game, so I am competitive, and I want to be competitive, and that gets highly aggressive. And I can be curt. I can be sharp-tongued. But with that, you have to also look at the positive sides of what I provide for myself and my nucleus and my family and my friends, is that I am overly optimistic. I will always see the positive in anything that I have, and I will try my best to go all the way no matter what, and I will completely commit myself to that. So yes, I said some things that were not intentional or had real meaning or validity, but at the same time, I own who I am. I am a loving person, but I will cut you just the same. And I have a competitive spirit, and that tenacity, that aggressiveness is what got me to where I am in my life and got the physical accomplishments that I've had and achievements, but also got me on Big Brother. So I'm hoping to polish some of that craziness and come back next year when my foot's fixed. So the last thing that I want to really address before we go into any other random question is questioning Cody's service. One, he lied about everything, so I didn't know if he was lying about his service. I wanted to just ask because I have a huge respect and love and admiration for our military, our vet community, and I actively work within organizations and charities annually to help the transition. I worked in Iraq for 4 years, parallel to military, and I got to see a lot of what they experience overseas, not to the depth that, in combat servicemen experience, but I was there, I got to experience, and I'm grateful for that. And it gave me a lot of a different perspective on the troops and our vet community. So I am sorry to Cody I'm not sorry for questioning it, because that was Big Brother. I am sorry that they took it so negatively. And, you know, as Big Brother game, you have to question everything. And now that Cody's out of the house, he's had a conversation with my parents. He apologized for the things that he did. I haven't been able to talk to him yet, but I think that he served his country, and that we can always thank.
Okay, I have 2 questions.
Okay.
What was the craziest thing you learned that happened while you were inside the BB house?
I'm still getting downloaded on the news that happened while in the BB house, but just the combination of hurricanes, the natural disasters, and then us almost going to war. I was joking inside the BB house, and I was like, oh, you know, we're playing comms, and they're kind of showing that there might be something kind of weird going on outside. And I was like, well, you know, I guess it couldn't be that serious unless, you know, the backyard opens up from a bomb or in World War III starts. I think that maybe I should listen to my intuition a little bit more. That was kind of crazy to figure out how close we were to going to war, and we were stuck in a house.
All right, I've got some, they're getting personal here.
Hey.
All right, so were you engaged when you entered the BB house?
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, let's talk about Christmas's personal life before the BB house, which actually I'm very private about. I'm very private about who I date. You know, I'm open about a lot of things in my life, but let me go ahead and tell you this. Pre-Big Brother house, Christmas's life was a mess. A mess. And what happened was, yes, I was engaged. We did break up February, earlier this year. I love him very much. He loves me very much. It was just one of those things that we had to both go our separate ways, but it was still, you know, broke my heart. And the engagement was far over before I went into the Big Brother house, but my heart wasn't exactly 100% intact. Another thing that happened to me before Big Brother house was that I had a very, very close person in my life have to go, I don't know how to explain this. I haven't talked about this openly yet. I had somebody very close to my life OD on heroin and have to go into a rehab facility. So I took on some of that responsibility for helping that person through that process. And so by the time I went into Big Brother, I had 2 major life events that I hope nobody ever has to go through. And I was carrying that weight in the Big Brother house with me. So that is not an excuse for my behavior or gameplay in the Big Brother house, but I just needed to kind of let people know where my head and heart was pre-Big Brother. Post Big Brother, I'll let you know that my ex and I are still friends. We still have a great standing relationship. That person is the person that was very close to me also is doing well, and I have best wishes for them in their recovery.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, on to some fun stuff.
It's done. There. It got hot out here. Okay. What else you got?
Okay, some fun stuff. What was your favorite thing to eat inside the Big Brother house?
Avocado toast. It was so good, so good, so good. Avocado toast. That was my favorite thing to eat inside the house.
Let's see. Okay, still there. Let's see. Do you speak Indonesian? Give it your best shot.
Indonesian. That's my best shot. No, I don't speak Indonesian, but I can say Indonesian.
Who is your inspiration?
I pull inspiration from a lot of things. I'm kind of reprogramming and rediscovering that, but a lot of my inspiration comes from my family. My mom, breast cancer survivor, pink hair for October, and you know, I also like to look back at where I came from and what I've done, and that helps me stay on track too.
How does slop
Lots
taste?
of fans, by the way. I had I had lots of really great, amazing fans reach out and tell me their story. That makes my heart just so happy when they tell me their story of struggling and overcoming their struggle. And